The Voice in the Dark series by yours truly, AJ the Right Rev Rhino Watkins. As I stated, Facebook family, there will be a series of videos up to the holiday season, which will be Thanksgiving, of the Voice in the Dark series. And the reason the voice is in the dark, because video would take your mind off of what's being said. So the voice in the dark will allow you to focus on what's being said, and prayerfully it will be applicable to your daily lives. This is Monday, 1:24 in the morning, East Coast time. And I'm gonna shortly and briefly as possible, like I said, it'll be 5 to 10 minutes, but tonight, or this morning rather, we're gonna deal with communication. We feel an inadequacy as communicators. All of us do. Two problems are always with us: what to say and how to say it. Even after we have taken care in submitting to the interpreters and informants' disciplines, we know that our words often fall to the ground because they limp from our lips, because we say things without conviction and as if we have never experienced it. We feel with equal pressure, if you will, a moral incompetence. No one has to remind us that we are not as good as the gospel we try to live, talk about, and even preach about from time to time. Just like the laity, we have to confess that we've done those things we ought not to have done and left undone what we should have done, actually. We have not won to our satisfaction the struggle for character. We oftentimes find ourselves messed up, and we'll lash out because we're not angry at the person that we're talking to. We're often angry at ourselves. So it is, in essence, hard for us at times to say the right things, and not only to say the right things, but how we say the right things. Communication is very important. Communication, if it were done properly from the pulpit in our ministries across this nation to the people in the communities across this nation, we would have a lot less Fergusons. We'd have a lot less Chicagos and a lot less turmoil in the community. However, leadership has failed miserably over the last 10 to 15 years in communicating not only what thus said the Lord, but communicating through their actions that they actually care about the communities that they're in. Our moral compass is so messed up at times that I would be surprised if we could find our way home with the GPS navigational system. Communication means that you are able to talk to someone. In some cases, you have to be offensive in order to gain their attention. But I must tell you that lack of communication is one of the downfalls of our communities, because we oftentimes look down our nose at people that are struggling worse than we are. Their struggle is much worse than our own personal struggle, and we are oftentimes in a position to help them along the way or send them to where they can get help, and we refuse to help them. Communicate. Communicate empowerment. Communicate enrichment. Communicate self-enhancement for those who are walking with their head down. You should have revelation to give to someone so that they can have reconciliation with their lives, so that God can give them restoration, so that they can pick up where they left off. Communication is very important, brothers and sisters, and Facebook family. communication is necessary in all auspices of our society, from the military to the home. It is imperative that we communicate in love, compassion, and kindness. We need to communicate a lot less racism in our home. We need to communicate a lot less hatred in our home. We need to learn how to look at people for who they are, because everybody that's black is not a thug, and everybody that's white is not a Klansman. Everybody that's Hispanic is not an MS-13. Everybody that's Asian is not Yakuza. The Voice Out of the Dark series, video 1. Communicate in a way that brings community cohesion instead of social uproar. All the best, and God bless.